Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just click the link in the show description to support now.
Before we get started with another great edition of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, I do want to let you know, Zencastr.com. That's right, Zencastr.com. They are without a doubt my favorite website to head over to for all of these great conversations that you hear on the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast. Superior quality in sound. Also, they have a great video option as well if you need to record your videos. But the best part about it is the files are all split separately into MP3s. So you can edit them separately, you can put them together, do whatever you got to do. The main idea is Zencastr, Zencastr.com. That's Zencastr for all of your podcasting, video conferencing, even if you just want to have a great conversation with your loved ones. All your needs there online for communication, Zencastr has you covered. That's right.
You're locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke Loves Rasslin.
And there is no one that does it better than
your host.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
The Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
So hello. This is the Queen Marie, the top manager of the stable MKW China, the only female and the queen of MKW China, the one and only wrestling promotion in China. And you know what, Duke? You're really in trouble.
I'm very nervous here. Queen Marie, legitimately one of the biggest fashion icons, the greatest manager in the history of pro wrestling, not only in China, but really in all of Asia. Why am I in big trouble here, Queen Marie?
I'm actually famous not only in China, okay? Let's clarify that. All around the world. And I know that your show has been launched for like 6 years, right? Am I correct on that?
You are correct.
So why is only now I've been invited for this show? The queen, the only female of MKW China, the queen, and we're just talking now, Duke. You're gonna explain me that seriously.
Well, you know, Queen Marie, the issue is that I wanted to make sure that my skills were good enough for a queen. So all these years I've been practicing my skills with everybody else, but now I feel like I'm finally at the point where I can speak to the queen and we can have a great conversation on the show. Please don't beat me up.
I will not beat you up. I will make Sam beat you. Okay, we're gonna do that.
Well, I'm very terrified of Big Sam. So
because Sam, you know Sam, right?
Big Sam has been on the show. Yes.
Queen. So yeah, we are all like hand to hand. I am behind him. He knows he has my back on all of the times. So he gonna talk to you, okay? I'm not that level even, okay?
I am very terrified. Okay, the big Englishman, Big Sam. Big Sam has that Big Sam bomb. So I gotta watch myself. He's gonna pick me up and throw me down. Jesus. Listen, Queen Marie, this is a real treat to have you on Duke Loves Rasslin because you're somebody who is a little mysterious. You know, the fans, they are in love with you, but I don't think they really know you too well here. So this is very cool to have you on the show and kind of get some information about who you are as a person, because not only are you the queen of MKW, but you're a fashion icon. You are a dancer and a dance choreographer who is revered around the world. You are an event planner. So all the big time events and what have you, you've had your hand in them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And also you're someone who, you know, the guys are constantly trying to get a date with because they're all in love with you. So this is an interesting life that you have and lifestyle that you have here. So let me ask you the first question. How does it feel to be so famous?
First of all, thank you for compliments. Really, I accept them all. And yes, you're right. I do love my life. It's very bright, and I do love to be myself. And yeah, that's very interesting that you call me mysterious, because you know what? It has been not on target, but I do love to have a mystery behind me, like I want always to people have that taste to know what is there. So back to your question again, who is there, right? Who is there? There is a girl with a pure energy. I can call myself even spiritual person. Yeah. And there is a self-made girl. There is an independent girl. There is a sensitive girl. There is a very bright girl and a beautiful girl. And yeah, this is all what makes Queen Marie being a Queen Marie. I have a lot common with the Queen Marie, as common as different also. We can talk about that later. But I do love my character, and I do believe that there is a certain connection between the character and the personality. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So let's start from the top here, because again, I want everybody around the world who is always liking your pictures online, and when they see you in Middle Kingdom Wrestling, they're all, oh my God, I'm in love with her. Who is that? Oh, Queen Marie, she's so great. I want them to know a little bit more about the person behind the persona, so to speak. So let's start from the beginning. Where are you originally from? Where were you born and raised?
Okay. I'm from Russia. Yeah. I was born in Far East. It's the region, the city by the sea. So I've been growing by the sea. I'm the sea girl. I'm the girl with a beach with a tan, this sort of thing. I do love water a lot. I like to be by the water. This is kind of my energy, my power. I've been born in a small city next to Vladivostok. This is like the biggest city in this region. And since 7 years old, I've been attending the dance classes. It was a very serious Russian style dance school. So I don't have much memories about the childhood, like a normal childhood. I've been dancing all the time. It was very hard training, actually. That's why I'm kind of like strong and in a good shape. Let's say that. Okay. Because I've been dancing hard, like training hard all my life. Yeah, when girls like 15, 16 years old, they've been dating their first love and stuff like that, I've been very focused on my dance career. To be honest, I was thinking that I will do dance career for whole my life. But apparently my mom had very different view on that. So she kind of like forced me to choose some like major in a university. And I thought like, okay, I feel myself as doing the advertisement PR. So successfully, I applied for the university, the Far Eastern Federal University, the biggest. So I'm having a good education. So, and yeah, 5 years, I've been studying the advertisement and PR in Vladivostok. Meanwhile, I was dancing. Meanwhile, I was trying myself in different fields. Like I was working for some PR companies in Vladivostok. And when I was 20, I thought, okay, I feel like I want to be more financially independent. I opened my dance studio when I was 20 in Vladivostok. So yeah, I've been kind of like always doing several projects in the same time. Like it has been 10 years ago and the same time now. So I have a full time, I have my hobbies, I have stuff like this, different projects at the time. So yeah, and when I was 22, I've been invited by the Moscow Theater, which is located in Harbin, north of China. I've been invited there to do the show, to do the choreography, to be the dancer. So yeah, it was a great time. It was a hard time. First time I came to China. I was adopting, and it was interesting experience working with Chinese people with Chinese view. So we kind of like were trying to bring to audience the idea of friendship and the history of China and Russia oh my God, that was a great experience ever I had in my life, to be honest. Yeah. And when then after that, I changed my job. I started to work for American company. It was actually the school, and we were doing the great events, activities. I was teaching drama for kids. Yeah. And then I moved to Shanghai. Yeah. And now I'm doing the marketing in Shanghai, doing my personal project, and MKW became as my lifetime hobby. So yeah, also helping to promote MKW and being the queen as my part-time job.
That is a heck of a journey that you've had, Marie. I've always wondered about something, because again, you are an accomplished dancer and choreographer, and you started when you were younger. So this is something that is part of your lifestyle, part of your blood. Whether you're dancing professionally ever again or not, you're always going to have that background. It's always going to be part of who you are. How has it been? Because you're also a fashion icon, and you're a person who literally, you're known and respected for your fashion sense and all of your outfits and the shoes, Marie. You're always wearing these fancy heels and what have you. Is it difficult to be walking around in all those different types of shoes today, considering the fact that you've been a dancer for so long? I mean, it's got to be a lot of stress on your feet, right?
I was born in shoes. I can run in shoes. Come on, I have been Russian. Listen, no joke. The first flat shoes I've ever tried to wear every day, like regularly, it happened in China. Because when you're in Russia, I don't know why, before my 22, I've been always wearing the high heels. I'm serious. I was driving the car with the high heels. Well, listen, I will not say I bought my license, okay? But it was an interesting thing. Then I've bought my car. I didn't know, I had no idea how to drive it, right? So I was learning the driving while I was ready driving. It was a very terrible, actual experience.
Jesus.
Yes. So listen, my car was my second house because I was studying. I was doing the job, part-time job for PR company. And evening time, I was going for my training. So I always had the spare shoes in my car, because when I'm out of the car, I'm wearing high heels. I'm coming back to the car, I'm wearing the normal flat shoes because I could not drive. But listen, now I drive the car even with the high heels. That's the thing. So Russian girls actually born in the heels. Well, now it changed a lot, but back to that time, it was 2010. I mean, like, you will not see the girl walking without high heels in Russia, especially in Vladivostok. Vladivostok is a center of fashion, beautiful girls. It's a port city. And that's why it's kind of like making that reach high level. So that's why we always have to be a wow. And I'll tell you small secrets. Okay. Can I?
Please do. I love secrets.
So Sam, Big Sam, my Sam, he has a fetish on women with the high heels.
Oh, oh, really? This is interesting.
You gotta kill me, but yeah. So I don't even dare to wear something but high heels for our shows.
Oh my goodness. So is that why he's so good in the ring? Because he's getting his inspiration there from you?
This is how it works. That's why I am the queen. I am his queen as well. So that's why this is sort of inspiration and vibes I'm bringing in. So now you know. Now you know the secret of the stable. Yeah.
The Duke Loves Rasslin audience right now, you just found out one of the biggest secrets in all of wrestling right there. Big Sam has a fetish for women in high heels, and Queen Marie, she makes sure for every show she's wearing those high heels so Big Sam can get all excited and get the job done in the ring. This is fantastic. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. So that's interesting. Okay, so you basically, because you were used to wearing high heels and it's part of the culture over there, that's why it really doesn't bother you, despite the fact that you're a dancer. That's really interesting to know there. I do wonder about something, because your fashion is really what people love to talk about. Just like you said, I mean, not only, Sam loves to see you in the heels and what have you, but your outfits, they're always so well put together. The makeup is always so cool, especially when you have that strong red lipstick. You're an icon. Again,
Duke,
this is a look.
Listen, let me tell you the collection of lipsticks I have. Okay. Just today, I've bought my 32nd lipstick. 32nd. I'm going to send you the picture later.
So, Marie, now, what do you need all that lipstick for? You only have 2 lipstick. What's up with all this lipstick?
You don't understand, Duke. There are 50 shades of red. Okay. And we don't touch the topic. This is the answer. 50 shades of red. Every red lipstick I have, it looks for you as being a man that they're all the same. But no, they're not.
Wow. You're giving me the secrets here.
My ex-boyfriend, he was always telling me this, Marie, like, you open my just regular every day, the purse I have with me. I have at least 10 different lipsticks there because I never know what kind of mood I will have. So that's why.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I just tell you, this is, you're going to ask me the next question. Maybe I will explain later. Why is this?
Well, I am curious. Why is that? What is it about having so many? Just because there's so many shades of red, why do you have to have all of those in the lipstick? What is the real meaning behind this? Because listen, I'm not a fashionista. Okay, I'm not a fashion icon like yourself, so I need to learn. The Duke needs to learn the secrets of the fashion world from an expert like Queen Marie. So, what is the story with all of these lipsticks? As
you follow me, as you said, so you will understand. You cannot smell me, right? This is another addiction. Every person have their own addiction and they feel their certain collection, right? Some men, they collect in cars, some men collect watches. I'm very simple on that. I'm collecting lipsticks, I'm collecting perfumes, and I collect sunglasses. My 3 passion. I've always felt myself, how to say that, I wanted to be unique. Like, easy say, I wanted to be different. Even my mom always asking me, like, I hope that one day you will become classy girl. Like all the girls being classy. I always choose the clothes which will make me look different. And you know what? I cannot fight myself with that. I just feel in this way. Always wanted to be different, have a different taste, have a different style. You believe it or not, I have people come to me and say, where did you get that? Where did you buy that? You have a very interesting style. You have a very interesting vision of the fashion and stuff like this. And I don't know, this is a part of me. I guess this is my soul, because I don't know why I became like this. My mom is, she's very classy woman. She's great. She's very intelligent, elegant, classy woman. But me, sometimes I'm wearing something. I mean, like, people asking me, like, what the fuck is that? And I love it. This is what reaction I want on the way I look. And I believe this is something what is inside,
Absolutely. It's in your soul. Like you said, it's in your soul. It's part of your spirit here. You said something interesting, though, because you said that you also collect sunglasses and perfume. Yeah. Everyone listening, including myself here, we cannot smell Queen Marie right now. The technology has not been made in order to send sense across the internet, so to speak. But you got to help us out here, Queen Marie, because I know that when it comes to selecting perfumes and even as a man selecting colognes, certain scents, certain mixtures, they go well with your natural pheromones in your body. Like, I like a woodsy, masculine, warm scent. Like, those are my favorite scents, and that's what really makes me come out. The sound of my voice and how strong it is and deep. My smell has to reflect that as well. So even before you even know who I am, you're gonna feel my presence because of that. So help us out here, Queen Marie, because people are gonna be looking at your pictures and all that good stuff here. What does Queen Marie smell like?
This is my main smell. I smell love.
You smell like love. Okay. So that's an interesting way to describe it. Okay.
Love. I smell sex.
Uh-oh.
I smell confidence. This is what I smell.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you the brand of my perfume, so you can go and try it in the shop. But I will tell you, sometimes I have in my collection, I have few perfumes which are male perfume.
Male perfume. Okay. So you put on male perfume?
Yeah, I put them. I think this is so incredible hot to put the male perfume on the women. I have few my favorite brands, and actually last week I bought the one for male perfume. Is this brand? I don't know how to say that in English. Maybe you will correct me. Low V or Low EV, something like that. LOEWE. It's like sort of the new brand. Low V, something like this. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, interesting.
So male. I do put male, and you know what? I'll tell you. Can I tell you one little secret of mine too?
Listen, I'm loving these secrets. Please tell me more secrets.
Listen, every time I have a date, right? And if happens that I'm waking up together with my date, I always live in his place and I put his perfume on me. Always.
Oh. So why do you do that?
I love it. This is my habit. This is my, how to say, like, when you do the crime, right? And you leave some evidence or something, right? This is sound pervert right now, you know.
I love this. I
I never knew that our conversation will go into that way. Like, for example, you had an evidence, or I don't know, you forgot something, right? Like, I don't know, like a glove or something like this, right?
Sure.
So this is my evidence. I'm leaving the apartment, and this day, then the day after the morning I left, I want to smell the man I've been with.
Wow. Now I wonder about something, because if you use his cologne,
yeah,
and it mixes with you and he smells that, doesn't that also mean that every time he puts on his cologne going forward, he's going to think of you?
Well, never had that idea in my mind, but I'm leaving, right? So he can smell it. Yeah, he knows that I put his perfume on me, but I actually never ask how do they feel about it. I'll ask next time, okay? I don't know.
She's going to ask next time, folks. So that we're going to have to get a report on next time. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Marie is giving us all of the secrets. So I got to know about this then, since we're here. What's it like dating, especially in China? Because I know, again, you're a fashion icon, you're a dance icon, you're the greatest manager in the history of Middle Kingdom wrestling in China, one of the greatest in the world. So how does one even date someone like yourself? Because I got to imagine they're going to have to be a pretty remarkable person, right?
Yeah, I'm choosing always the best. My men, they are all the best. I'm telling you.
So what's a date like with Queen Marie? Start from the beginning here. Where do you prefer to go? How does this go here? Let's give everybody the full details here. We want all the secrets.
Listen, Duke, this is hard for them. I've been told that this is hard to date me, actually. I'm a very wild woman to handle. Not wild in terms of, I don't know, wild, like, you know, crazy pervert or something. Not every man can handle my energy, actually. Not every man can handle my drama, because I am a bit drama. I'm a queen and I'm a bit drama queen. Not every man ready for, I am a deep person. I'm going deep. You know, if Queen Marie is in love, oh goddamn, she's in love. You know, it's sort of like love me and I'll move mountains for you. Hurt me and I'll put those mountains on your head. This is how to date Queen Marie, okay?
Okay, so I got to write that down. Okay, so
that
make
sounds
sure,
scary.
yeah, make sure you don't cross Queen Marie, because she will move mountains on top of your head. Okay, so we don't want that there. But describe for me, seriously, describe for me a date, a typical date. If you were in charge of what it's going to look like, where are you going to eat? What kind of food are you eating? Like, describe the date.
I'm not eating at my dates. You know, I hate to eat. I hate to eat when I'm dating, because, you know, I'm a very emotional person and I am kind of like catching. Okay, now we're going to deep conversation. So we're really going to tell you many, to all of the people, many of my secrets. I'm not foodie person at all. Like, for me, I'm eating just to feel my body, right? To give the energy to my body. When I'm dating someone, I'm usually so focused on that date. And as I told you, being a dancer, taught me very interesting stuff about the energy. You know that everything on this planet is an energy. Even now we having a conversation, we are exchanging energy. And for women, it's very important to get the energy from men. So usually when I'm on dating someone, I'm fully being in this process, exchanging energy. And when I'm doing this process, like, I am giving this energy, I'm receiving the energy, and I'm not thinking about the food at all. So I'm kind of very easy to handle. But, I appreciate that my man always trying to surprise me, taking me to some nice fancy restaurants, feeding me this, feeding me that. The first thing, I'm not eating the red meat. This is one thing. So you will not take me like, oh, Marie, let's eat some steaks. No, I'm not into steaks person. So usually I'm drinking. I am usually drinking at dates. I love drinking white wine. I love drinking Prosecco, champagne. And I'm a big fan of speakeasy bars, which are like where I can try some crafted cocktails. But my last love, I'm a whiskey sour person.
Ooh, whiskey
I'm
sour.
not drinking
Okay.
whiskey.
Okay.
I'm a whiskey sour person. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite brand of whiskey? See, I'm a Scotch guy. So I like whiskey, but I'm a Scotch guy. So whether we're talking Macallan or even Glenlivet, Johnny Walker, I love Scotch. So if you're making a whiskey sour, what's your favorite whiskey to use for that?
Well, to be honest, I never even questioned myself. I think they should to put bourbon or something like this. But I'll tell you, I love when men drink whiskey. This is so sexy, so attractive. Yeah, for me.
Wow.
Especially on rocks, whiskey on rocks, or gin tonic or whiskey. Otherwise, I will never I don't like the men drinking wine or something like this. Whiskey and gin tonic, sexy thing for me. Yeah.
All right. Now, listen, make sure you're writing this down, fellas listening right now. Okay. Queen Marie is giving the tips on the way to her heart here. So you got to have either a whiskey on the rocks or a gin and tonic. This is the way to go here. Okay. Queen Marie's letting you know. Now, I know that you said that you're not a steak girl, but I got to imagine that because you grew up by the water, you got to be a seafood girl. I mean, there's got to be caviar and lobsters, something like that, right?
Scallops, salmon, sashimi. Oh my God. Yeah. If you wanna date me, take me to the Japanese restaurant. I'm yours. That's it.
Okay, here we go. You just heard it, folks. So make sure you get the sushi boat or the sashimi platter there, where you have all different types of sashimi. And listen, give her a whiskey sour on the side there. Queen Marie is all yours. She might actually wear your perfume, aka your cologne, by the end of the night. So that's good stuff. I love it. Now I know, Queen Marie, that you've recently have done a little bit of moving around over in China. And like you said, when you're in love, you love pretty hard here. You've moved around because of some guy. So talk to me about that, because I know that you're no longer with this person because they stepped out of line, and you may have to pick up one of those mountains and throw it at his head. What happened there? What happened with all of this moving and transition that you've gone through over the past year or so?
I remember one day I was in Harbin, and I thought I will leave the city because I did not see myself there. I did not see perspective. And I remember that tall, handsome, white shirt guy came to me with a bottle of champagne, because we are in Harbin. Imagine, right? Harbin is, I don't know how compared to what city in America, or this is sort of like village city in China, right? And I did not expect to meet someone with sort of manners there. I fell in love very strong, very deep, and it was 2 years of relationship, and we kind of made it on distance, and because I had to move to Shanghai, and then I made that step to move to Harbin because of this person. And it didn't work out finally. I'm a very sensitive person and deeply in love. I found myself very depressed and with a very broken heart. could not eat, could not drink, nothing helped me at that moment, to be honest. I found myself very weak, and I was trying to drink, didn't work. I was trying to cry, didn't work. I was trying to smoke, didn't work. Nothing worked. And the problem was not like we did not have love or something. I faced the betrayal. You know, for the confident woman like me, like you look at me and say like, wow, you should be like in love with a man and he should love you completely, fully, like, you know, be completely in you. But no, the love of my life betrayed me very bad. I found him cheating on me, and I had to kind of like, how to say, like from ashes, from pieces, to bring myself back. And, you know, at that moment when you think that nothing helped you, I think like the whole MKW know my story. They all supported me a lot. Thank you, guys. I know that you were tired to listen to my story again and again and again. Always being texting me, always checking on me. And there is certain of people who every day text me, Marie, you should go back. You know your power. And at that moment, I felt like nothing. I felt like I cannot do anything. I'm zero. I'm not beautiful. I'm terrible. I cannot succeed. And then one day, I thought I'll go back to Russia. I said that to Adrian. Adrian was shocked. Adrian Gomez, thank you so much for being there for me at the time. He was spending a lot of time with me when I was going through this breakup. And then one day, I don't know why and what made me to, I woke up and I said, like, I'm packing my stuff. I'm going to Shanghai. And yeah, I came to Shanghai, all this girl not believing in this world, not believing in herself, not believing that she can do. I had so many problems with visa, with house, with everything. Thanks for people who loves me and they kind of like support me on certain moments. It has been half a year and I brought myself back brighter than ever, stronger than ever. It's a sad story now. One day I found myself laying on the floor crying, and I thought, no, girl, you still have your dreams. You have to follow them. It's still something left to dream about, right? And yeah, I woke up and I stand up, I packed my stuff, came to Shanghai. I was 50 kg, Duke. I was 50 kg. I was bones and skeleton. I could not eat anything. You know what? Now I'm smiling and I want to say thank you to that person. I hope that he will listen to this interview and he will understand what I'm talking about and what I've been through. I want to say thank him for everything what happened to me and for fighting myself and for feeling that from the people that they also see me. They recognize me, they want me, they love me, they've been my fans, they been supporting me, they admiring of me, and this is worth it, you know. Everything what I've been through this year, 2021, I will never forget. It was worth it. Yeah. Thank you for bringing this topic. This is very like personal, but MKW know what I've been through. Everyone knows what I've been through, but yeah.
Well, now the world knows. And I wonder about something, Marie, because that is a deep story there. And I appreciate you sharing it. You are currently putting something together. It's something that people have been expecting from you for years, because again, like you say, they stop you on the street. They ask you, you know, where did you get that? They talk about the way that you style your outfits and just how put together you are. I hear through the rumor mill that you may be starting your own fashion line. What's going on with that? Is that going to happen?
Oh yeah, we are living in a very interesting world where we should to follow our inner and our real dreams. And I work now for the company. I'm doing the marketing and I feel very happy and appreciated. But every time I wake up and is this what I want? One of the person I know from the Harbin, this is the man actually who loves me. And I never been with him, but he just loves me. He's married and he is just love me the way I am. One day he called me and he said, Marie, I know you for 7 years. And I know that you've been always into fashion, into shoes and everything. Why don't you start what you really want? What do you really want? And I know what I want. I want to create fashion. I want to create my own brand. I want to create my own clothes. And I want to create it's in a sort of way that to make every woman to feel special, to make every woman to feel unique. You know, I am very big fan of Charles Bukowski. It's the person, maybe you can see that I post sometimes. No, maybe I also bring this name now up. I'm a big fan of Matt Baker. It's American writer, and he is writing the sort of the drunk poetry, dark, provocative, not this kind of poetry, like yellow, sun is yellow, sky is blue, I love you, you don't love me. No, it's a very, very dark, strong, provocative poetry. And what I was thinking, I want to put his words on the pieces of my clothes, because the way he talk about the woman, and the way I'm being a big fan of him for 8 years, actually. And I always read the way he talks about the women sometimes. So it's kind of like, it made me feel unique because I understand the style he talks about. So that's why I want to bring this feeling, what I have. I want to bring this inspiration and put it on clothes and create something unique for the women to make them feel special. You got my point here, right?
There are many layers to you, Queen Marie. You're a person that is a full person. You laugh, you cry, you have your highs, you have your lows, but what's most consistent about you, and whether we're looking at it from a perspective of dance, from a perspective of event planning, from being a manager in MKW, from being a fashion icon and someone who's going to start their own fashion line, you are someone who does not give up on herself. You are a strong person, and you are someone who is a great example for others. You show them through your actions what it means to continue to push forward. And that is so inspirational, and it is so wonderful. And that is something that I think the world needs to know about you more than anything else. Not just a pretty face. You are a woman of strength and character who is here to show everyone that it can be done as long as you continue to believe in yourself. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to see, Marie.
I promise the world will know my name. I promise. Really, it will, because I'm a very ambitious person. It's just impossible to let this energy keep in my body. I have to spread it. I have to share that, That's
the reason why people love you so much. In fact, why don't you let everybody know, if there's anyone out there, which I'm sure it's everyone listening right now, for folks who want to follow you online and keep up with you and also be aware of your fashion line, because I'm sure people are going to want to buy some of your pieces once you have that launched. What's the best way that people can follow you online?
As you can see, I'm very kind of like open on Instagram. Yeah, I'm share. I think that the Instagram now is the way to communicate with the world and to share everything. So yeah, I'm sort of, I'm not hiding anything. I'm sharing my feelings on Instagram. I'm sharing my news on Instagram. And yeah, when it will be all ready, I think I will create my page on the Instagram, and everyone will know. Yeah, I'm actually, China blocked me last year. I almost had like, what about 1,000 followers last year, and China blocked me. And now I have a new fresh Instagram. So I'm hoping that people will feel me and they will follow my Instagram. So for future updates.
And I'll definitely put the Instagram address in the comments, folks, of this episode. But it's Marie Me. So it's MARIEME_7575. And you'll get a chance to see all the incredible adventures of Queen Marie. I mean, literally the fashion. We're talking high fashion. She's somewhere by the water more often than not. but it's the way that the outfits are put together, whether she's at an MKW event or whether she's by the beach, whether she's on a boat, you name it. I mean, it's just really interesting to see her feed. And there's always some fun videos.
I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere. You're absolutely everywhere. And it's cool to see here. Listen, Queen Marie, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to join me here on Duke Loves Rasslin. Once again, I promise I'll never make the mistake of not inviting you on the show for so long ever again, because I do not want you to have Sam give me a big Sam bomb.
Tell me you regret it.
I regret it. I regret it.
That you didn't do it first with me, right?
I regret it. And now I have to watch myself, because if I smell men's cologne,
what?
It may be you. It may be you coming.
How about that? Look, I'm going for shopping tomorrow, right? So you're gonna send me the picture of your perfume, because it's very important. And I'm gonna just stop by in the perfume shop. I'm just gonna smell your perfume, so I will know how you smell, because smell is very important.
It's true.
Even when you're talking online. So I prefer to know this. So you're gonna pass me the picture of your perfume later, okay?
Okay. I promise I will, for sure. Listen, but before I let you go, I do want to ask you about something. And I know that this is going to get a little serious here, but I do want to make a point, because I think it's important. I noticed that lately there's a lot of people, especially online, who are expressing themselves because there's conflict going on around the world and what have you here.
Oh.
And I know that there's been some negative comments directed toward Russian people, where people may take issue with government, but they want to take their issue with government and direct it to just average citizens and average people who are from Russia and what have you. You are a Russian woman that lives in China. Have you had any kind of experience where people have been giving you a hard time and speaking negatively about Russians, especially with everything going on in the world? And if so, how are you holding up? How are you handling that?
Now, smile ahead for the whole interview just disappear from my face, because this is very sensitive. Well, the situation happened yesterday, right? So since yesterday, I'm feeling not even being that safe. Well, we are living in third country. We are living in China, which is here, like, you can see the comments, but I did not see any comments from even China and Chinese people. But we have some sources like Instagram still and WeChat, which we use in China, and the groups, which even the girls group, which we are sharing together. It's like Ukrainian girls, Russian girls, some like this post-Soviet countries girls, right? What I start to see, it's very provocative comments about people who hold Russian passports. There's not even appropriate words like "go fuck yourself," "you're Nazis," right? How you say that? Nazis, right? Yeah.
Nazi. Yes,
right? Nazi.
Yes.
So can you imagine we are being calling from Ukrainian girls in the girls group this word? And it's not about even just calling, it's about like they are even they're saying like, girls from Ukraine, if you see the Russian sitting in the restaurant, you gotta come and say and point into the face and say that word, like, you are Russian Nazis. I mean, like, we are just citizens, right? We are people. We don't want this war. And it's not like I can call to my president and say, you got to stop it, right?
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to project that type of anger and frustration and ignorance onto you. It really is not fair. And not just you personally, but all Russians who have nothing to do with the decisions being made by your government. I don't want to be blamed for everything that my American government does around the world. I didn't make that decision. Whether I agree or disagree, that doesn't really matter. The main point is, don't blame me. So I wouldn't want to do that to other people. So that's not fair for people to target you that way. And I'm very concerned about the fact that it's becoming a safety issue because you're in a whole different country, right?
Exactly. And this has become a safe issue I've heard before, because this is, okay, let's be honest, this is not the first situation, right? We happen and it was going on. And I know that there were situations in China where the people from Ukraine and people from Russia been having a conflict. And you know what is the problem is, like, I don't really understand this hate. I don't really understand this attitude and this mood. And this is really sad that the people don't have the right level of education to understand that there is not the citizen who can decide and who can rule and who can change something, right? We are not, I don't want to say that we are victims, but we are in this position that we don't have really word. And they have been pointing that this is you who chose your president. This is you who did this. This is you who did that. And yeah, I don't feel safe, and I don't feel that this is the right thing to do. And the problem is, you know, Duke, even if you try to explain, the more you're trying to explain, the more fire. It's like to put oil in the fire. So what we do, what the Russian people do now in Shanghai, we just keep silence, you know. We just keep silence and we don't say anything. We cannot, they keep posting this on Instagram, on WeChat, this, what we have in China, posting, and we just keep silence. We just watch. But as long as some of us from Russian people will post something or will say a word, it's like the same, to put oil in the fire. And this is sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad. And I just want you to know, Marie, that we feel for you, and you know, we do care about you and everyone over there. It's like playing chess, and unfortunately you have people who are in charge. They're the kings and the queens and the bishops and the rooks, and unfortunately we, the citizens, no matter what country you're in, and a lot of times we're the pawns. And it's crazy to think that the pawns have to fight each other over things that the kings and the queens are doing. It's really crazy to me. But here's what I'll say to all of that. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And what I mean by that is, and this goes for everyone listening, do not blame the average person for something that their government is doing, good, bad, or indifferent. That doesn't make any sense. What Marie's describing right now and the way that people are acting towards her and some of her peers is just horrific, and it's ridiculous. And, you know, me being a black man in America, unfortunately, I know all too well what that feels like when people are targeting you and blaming you and going after you for things that literally are outside of your control. You didn't choose where you were born. It's all over the world now. Yeah, it's all over the world. It's all over the world. You didn't choose where you were born, and you're not, like you said, it's not like you're the president. You're not making the decisions. So why the hell are they blaming you? So it's just crazy. And I want you to just continue to be safe. Continue to make sure that you surround yourself with people who love you and people who care. And hopefully, you know, we'll get through this rough patch. Because here's the thing, Marie. Yeah. We need Queen Marie to continue to be the fashion icon and the choreographer and the great manager and the superstar that she is. Okay, because you have a lot of love to share with the world, and we need that from you. We need more people like you and less like the alternative. So again, we appreciate you very, very much, and we thank you for all that you're contributing.
This is just so, not like a flatter me, but makes me so happy. I'm about just to, you know, to find the mission of my life here, you know. I feel so happy. Yeah. Like, you know, now I know my mission. I actually felt this way, you know. I feel my soul. I feel what my soul wants. Yeah, it's just being me, just bring this smile to people. Just, you know, my wrestling family, we're so strong, you know. I never thought like I will have the family here in China and it will be my wrestling family, you know. I mean, I cannot imagine my life without them. Yesterday we were the whole day talking, they were supporting me, we were sharing the opinions, and I'm just like realized like, oh my God, back to 2018 when I first meet Adrian, and I thought it's gonna be, wow, interesting adventure I can try once. Little did I know it will grow in this way. Now I will have a family here in China also, being far away from my family, to have so much support. And I appreciate that this being a queen of this kingdom, I always say I'm proud to be a queen of this kingdom, bring me so beautiful people like you, so talented. You have amazing voice. I've been looking at your shows, I've been looking what you're doing, and when you told me that you want to interview me, I felt very proud. I felt very honored. Wow, this person want to talk to me. Wow, that's cool. So I'm just being very thankful for everything what I have and for this opportunity. So thank you, Duke, so much for all your words and for opening my my inside world, which is very deep. It's just the cover, it's just a surface, it's even deeper, you know.
Mr. Tony Schiavone, and we're desperately out of time on Duke Loves Rasslin.